Chapter 36, Becoming Holy. Practicing the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, is essential for joy, but there is an asterisk. The first person we need to be kind to is ourselves. Although to be happy, we need to think of others, but to do so, we must think of ourselves as one of the others who needs kindness. We need a healthy sense of self before we can help others. Our own abundance of self-love is what spills onto others as compassion and appreciation. If we truly enjoy our life, the odds are we'll have a good life and the happiness will spread. We harbor so many judgments about ourselves, our bodies, our appearance, our accomplishments, that we end up defining our lives by what we think of as our shortcomings, problems, and pain, and how we hurt inside, and how we hurt others. When I was practicing medicine, I would record long initial histories of my patients. I was investing in them for a lifetime and wanted as much background as they were willing to share. One reoccurring issue many patients faced was an attachment to their pain. Sometimes we can't heal because the pain or issue has become part of our identity. To be happy, we have to find a way to get the painful ones off our list of greatest hits. Sounds easy, but it can be a lifetime's work. These wounds become our identities. When you talk about your problems, people listen. Sometimes we can feel disease forming physical tendrils in us. I've heard spiritual teachers describe our strange affinity to problems as the pain body or pain identity. We can let go of happiness easily, but we fight tooth and nail to hold on to complaints. One of my teachers said we like to bury our noses in our armpits rather than breathe fresh air. There's a Zen joke, there's always a Zen joke, about two monks who come to a river where a woman is sitting. She can't cross the turbulent water without help. One monk picks her up, lifts her onto his back, and carries her across the river. The two monks leave the woman and continue on their journey. Miles later, one monk says to the other who'd carry the woman, "You violated our sacred vows by touching that woman." And the monk replies, "You're still carrying her? I put her down miles ago." I'm suggesting a two-front assault on seriousness. One is deconstructing our pain limitations, our preconceptions, our identity wounds with help from so many known techniques. And the other is recognizing the happiness already in our lives. The brain, which is hardwired for bliss, will help you once you start recognizing the immediate happiness of presence, of melting through your heart into just right now. There are many tools that can help us put our burdens down: psychotherapy, drugs, visualization, inner child work, dream analysis, contemplative writing, and Byron Katie's teachings, which you can read at thework.com. So many ways to help us see and heal our wounds. I've tried many, and I couldn't have written this book without these tools. Another tool is called flashing, where you let yourself go into instantaneous happiness, which pokes holes into the whole screenplay of suffering you've been writing. You catch yourself ruminating on your favorite wound, and you flash instant openness, which deflates the story for a second. How many holes will you need to poke with the pin of joy is up to you. In my experience, this isn't a one-time deal, as the pain stories reoccur throughout the journey. And you remember more easily to poke holes in the retell. We poke holes in our stories because spaciousness is more fun. We become holy. Another way to disentangle our identity from pain is to close our eyes and flood your body, mind, with self-appreciation and love. Don't just think about it, do it. Close your eyes and wish yourself well. At the end of this chapter, I've included a mantra I practice for this, drawn from a more elaborate practice called metta, loving kindness. Just say, I can be kind to myself over and over for perhaps half an hour. When I share this with prisoners, It's not unusual to see these tough guys cry. Without dwelling on all the reasons you feel undeserving, just give yourself appreciation. Then ask yourself how it feels. Do I enjoy being appreciative of myself? Your mind will almost certainly reply, yes, and you've begun a revolution against self-deprecation. I've been on retreats where the practice of loving kindness towards oneself was the main practice. You repeat over and over 5 statements wishing yourself well. It's a lot easier to let go into generosity from a place of feeling good about yourself than a place of self-doubt. I've modified these and prescribed them to my patients, asking that they recite them every morning as a part of their treatment protocol. I am safe. I am happy and joyful. I am healthy in body and mind. I am present and confident. I am enlightened.